Good morning, people. Good morning. How y'all doing today? This your boy. I'm gonna call myself. I changed my name. I changed my name from Extra to Royal Blood. My name is now Royal Blood because I have royal blood in my veins. Now, I just wanted to touch on a couple of topics that I feel like was extremely important for this day and time and for what's coming in the near future. And so I'm basically just finna tell it like it is. I'm finna just keep it 100 with y'all niggas. I'm finna just keep it 100. So now, what I'm gonna start off by saying is, whether you niggas wanna believe me or not, is totally up to you. I'm just here to bring you information based off of my experiences and what, you know what I'm saying, I have been experiencing, which led me to this position to feel like I should tell you this in the first place. So let me just speak out. First of all, I'm gonna just say this, right? This upcoming month and the rest of this time going forward is about to be very critical to the future of society. And this is what we have to understand. Because it's two sides right now, right? You got right side, which is Donald Trump and his movement, and then you have the left, which is Joe Biden, the establishment, all that other stuff that I'm gonna get into, right? And so I'm gonna tell you how these two things are here right now in face value, and then you have the great shift that's coming in December, at the end of December, which is supposed to mean, which is the Aquarian age, which leads to the Enlightenment age, right? I'm going to tell you how all of this concretely and universally is intertwined, and how this can actually lead to a very positive and extremely good future for humanity. So, for one, I'm gonna start by saying, me personally, I am on Donald Trump's side. I am on Donald Trump's side, and I'm riding with Donald Trump to the end, right? And the reason why I am is because I am knowledgeable about what's going on in society, and I'm knowledgeable about a lot of different things that have been going on in society that a lot of people have not been paying attention to because we just don't really do much, you know what I'm saying, research on these different type of topics. We don't really care about these things. So I'm here to tell y'all niggas right now, all of this shit is intertwined because you have the left, right? The left is, like I said, the establishment, Joe Biden, all of them, right? And then they have their agenda, which is communism, which is basically putting us back in the ages of slavery, where we had to work for these hierarchy companies so they can make all of the money because they feel like they're much more above us, which is, you know what I'm saying, reasons why they don't care for us. And all of these are the tyrannical billionaires, right? That's this side. And I'm going to tell you about the route that's going to happen if this side ends up winning, or if this side ends up coming upon us, which is what could happen, but I don't see it happening. And so this is basically, if Joe Biden becomes president, this entire country is not only going to fall, but it's going to go into a communistic style of government, not only because of his ties to China, not only because of Hunter Biden and all of his bullshitty shit that was on his laptop with him smoking crack, him fucking with little kids, him ciphering money from different countries to be able to sell us out to these motherfuckers in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? Not only that, these are the same motherfuckers that have they're on the Democratic Party, right? And this is where the issue comes when it comes to the black community, because we're not hip to a lot of these situations. We're not hip to these things. And it's unfortunate, but it's truth. It's the facts. We're not hip to the fact that the Democratic Party has been the evil side of history since the beginning of time. Since the beginning. It's never changed, and it never will change, right? And I'm about to tell you why. In history, the people that was always pro-slavery was always the Democratic Party. Anytime, like back in the days, it was always Like back in the early 1800s, it was always to justify slavery or to negate slavery. They always used the Bible. The side that always used the Bible to make it seem like black people were supposed to be slaves, or use the Bible to say, you know what I'm saying, slavery was supposed to be here, was the Democratic side. The Republican side, or the, I would say, abolitionists, was always saying that the Bible said all of us was equal, yada yada yada. These were the people that was saying that the Bible said, nah, it say we above them, it say they should be our slaves. You feel what I'm saying? That was the Democratic Party. And then you got the 3/5 Compromise, which deemed black people to be 3/5 of a man in society. That came from liberals / the Democratic Party. The Jim Crow era, when it was all of the subjugating, telling me I can't go over to this restaurant, telling me I can't sip on this water fountain, that came from Democrats. The creation of the KKK came from the Democratic Party. The ownership of the Confederate flag is the Democratic Party. And then we have modern day on what's going on and how the Democratic Party is intertwining so much demonic ass, devilish ass shit that a lot of society has no clue about. So I'm gonna start by talking about the prison industrial system. The prison industrial system is used by the Democratic Party to basically go around the Constitution or our amendment rights to still institute slavery in their own way. So basically, what they did was they just looked at everything and decided to find a loophole to still get what they wanted in today's society. And this is how they used it. And it's basically on majority black people. And they used it from the rap game. Yes, they used the rap game against us. They used the thing that all of us love to our heart, that we took to our heart, we cared for, the rap game. What they did was they seen all of the love we had from it. Mind you. Let me start off by saying the federations and the FBI is the reasons why we have drugs in our communities now. We got those from government officials. Let's just start that off right there. So not only did they give us these negative things to push inside of our neighborhoods, they also saw we liked rap, right? Once they seen we liked rap, they saw what we was talking about when they were just spilling their truths. They was just spilling what they was going through in their society. So these racist motherfuckers saw opportunity in that. So what did they do? They came up with each other with all of the major music companies, or all of these major media companies came together just and decided to decided to use private prisons to imprison people based off of the music that these people was pushing for this subject or for this race of people. So basically, they saw black people and what we was doing in our society, because they gave us these things. Mind you, they gave us the drugs. They gave us all of this bullshit in the first place. So they gave it to us, saw what we was doing, seen opportunity behind it, and then when we was rapping about it, decided to use rappers or get people famous that went through this situation, push them in their foreface, so these people can be who we subjugate or who we can deem as being a role model. Look at them as this, right? You look at them as being a so-called positive entity from pushing these type of narratives, which is thus puts you in a position to want to do the same thing they did to get free, or do the same thing to get rich, which in turn will end up getting you in prison, which is these private prisons that these guys are invested into, and the cycle just goes on. So now let's explain how the prisons work, right? So the prisons basically is private prisons skyrocketed from the 1990s all the way to today. It went from 500 prisons to 1,700 or some shit like that. Just crazy, right? So they use these private prisons to make money off of us so we can do free labor. And we get put in this position because of the money. Because of the rap game telling us we should do this, that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? So it can just be a cycle for black people over and over and over and over and over, right? That's created by the Democratic Party. And that has been used by the Democratic Party for 30 to 40 years after all of the racist shit they've been doing from the past, right? So Now let's talk about how it was instituted. You want to know who's the reason why this the private prison industrial system is here, and why it's used against, and why it's used for tyranny, or why it is used for tyranny against black people? Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the person that created the 1994 crime bill, which created the whole opportunity for you to be able to use private prisons in the first place. He initiated the entire situation. So what he did, he started it. You feel what I'm saying? And then came up with a business plan for them to be able to make money off of it. And they used us as tools in order to fuel their business as modern day slaves. Yes. And each one of these private prisons have to have a 90% occupancy. And then if they don't, they have to pay the state millions of dollars. They have to pay the state millions of dollars. So we can concretely conclude that with you having to owe somebody millions of dollars that you obviously don't want to pay, would you not go above and beyond to be able to get to this 90% occupancy? Would you not try to do your best to get to that? Okay, that's a solid point. Not only are you going to try your best to get to these things, that's where people like Kamala Harris came into. Because what does she do? What is she known for in her whole entire career? She is known for giving people that did low crimes or giving people off weed charges a crazy amount of time to fuel these private prison industries. Because what they do is when it gets to a point in time when they don't have enough people, right, they extend or give other people longer sentences so they can make sure that they had a 90% occupancy. So they extend or give people charges that they're not supposed to have via Kamala Harris. She is the walking motherfucker that been doing that to us since her existence as being a prosecutor. Yes. Which is why it makes complete sense why these two are not only running for vice president and president. It makes complete sense. These motherfuckers is fueling each other's business on tyranny towards us. Motherfucker, used by the rap game, aka Hollywood. You feel me? To make us feel like all we can do is these things, which is rap, sell drugs, do all of this negative stuff, right? Keep us in this box. Basically what it is they box us in, and then the only way to come out of this box is to do whatever the fuck they say. And then 1 in a million people make it, and then the other 999,000 go to private prisons to fuel their businesses so they can make billions of dollars off of us. Yes. That is what the Democratic Party is doing. Not only that, these motherfuckers is trafficking children. Yes, these motherfuckers are what we like to call the deep state, or what we like to call Illuminati, is all concretely intertwined with the Democratic Party. And these motherfuckers are masters of what we call black magic. Black magic is something that basically you do something magical, or you do, I would say, a ritual to try to get something positive, but you do something negative first. So basically, black magic would be like killing somebody off. Will be like killing somebody to receive money. Or it would be like, say for instance, you do a ritual. Well, I got this out of a book. You do a ritual to where you want $1,000. Black magic would be you kill somebody, and then, or like say you kill your uncle died, and then he left $1,000 in your will. Like, that's what black magic is. And these people are masters of black of black magic. And you want to know what you needed for black magic? Sacrifices, rituals. That's the Illuminati, deep state. That's the entire establishment right here, right? That's what these motherfuckers are, and that's what they've been doing. The reason why black people feel like all we can do is rap, play sports, and sell drugs in order to make it in something in society is because of these niggas. The reason why we have all of the drugs in our communities and why our communities are so impoverished is these niggas. The reason why we have lack of trust in police officers because they have instituted and brought in racist motherfuckers just for that point. It's because of these niggas. The reason why rappers like great people like Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, that come out as being this entity of a negative person, and so they sign them for that. And then the moment when they try to do something different or try to go above what the fuck they want them to do, they kill them off using black magic. Yes, that's from these niggas. That's these niggas. These slave contracts. Not only your, if you don't own your if you don't own your shit, I'm gonna just say that because I can't even think of the word. You don't own your shit. That's these niggas coming after you. That's the establishment. That's these motherfuckers, bro. The oppressors of the entire world that have been doing the most negative shit to our people, or people in general. It's these niggas. And it have been since the beginning of time, and it is now. Just pure tyrannical behavior that is finally about to get brought to the light and put them, I don't know where they need to be, but you know what I'm saying, maybe in prison. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe in prison, the entire establishment. And this is why it makes complete sense for this whole enlightenment stage to come, right? Because you have Trump. And this is where you have to understand about him being a positive entity, right? Because we have to look at the thing about the Illuminati. The Illuminati has been around for hundreds of years. The Illuminati, deep state, / Democratic Party, / Hollywood. It's so many motherfuckers. These motherfuckers have been here for hundreds of years. They're worldwide. They are worldwide. And because they know they know that it's about to be the Enlightenment age. It's time for a new age. So it's either New World Order, which is 2, one world government / communism, or we fight against that shit and we live how we supposed to be, which is peace, prosperity, and love. Now, this is where we have to understand what Trump is fighting against, right? Because not only is he just fighting against regular people, he's fighting against black magic magicians, bro. He is fighting against spiritual demons, bro. This man is fighting against a lot of shit that is trying to bring us down. But and here's the reason why everybody has such a bad denotation on Trump. It is because of big media. It's because of people like Twitter. It's because of people like Facebook. It's because of all of these mainstream or big companies, you feel what I'm saying, that's able to push all of these propaganda and push all of this fake news, fake narrative, you feel me, to push him in such a bad light to where you don't fuck with him. You feel what I'm saying? That's all they've been doing since he came up. And you want to know why they doing that? It's because he's trying to take down the establishment. I'm not saying he's perfect. I'm not saying he represents me because I'm a black man. And you feel what I'm saying? What I'm going to tell you is we need our own community. The black people that's in the United States, we need our own shit. We need our own place. We need our own form of government. We need our own police. We need our own everything, right? Let me just start off by saying that. But the problem at hand right now is either you go into a communist country or you go into a free country where it's love, prosperity, and peace. It's only 2 routes. You feel what I'm saying? And anyways, so yes, remember, like I told you, the same big media that set up the whole prison industrial system to be able to use it against black people, it's the same motherfuckers that own these same media companies that push this negative shit on Trump, right? That make his words seem like he's saying something that he not. Go fucking what they do, trim out some different videos, or go get a video where he say something and then make it seem like he said something bad when really he wasn't saying nothing bad at all, but you just not gonna go back and look at the real video because you looked at this part. And then once they tell you like, oh, he's speaking some bullshit, he over here talking bullshit, you mad, you're not gonna want to take your time to go look at the real shit. You feel me? So that's what's going on. That's why you have a negative energy towards Trump in the first place. Is because these niggas are using that shit against you. They using your emotional feelings about negative shit like racism, like all of that stuff, is they was doing with me. And I'm gonna tell you this, right? I had a video. I think I'm pretty sure I posted it, but I was a very avid and main Black Lives Matter protester. I was out there for 2 weeks, got arrested with these motherfuckers, had tickets I had to pay for them, still was going to court for them, just missed my court date, but fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? Still had to go to court for these niggas, all of that stuff. I was a very avid Black Lives Matter supporter because I was the same way. I jumped off of emotion. I'm like, what's all of this shit going on in society? Let me go see what's going on. Let me go rock with it. You feel me? My instinct jumped out. Then I noticed, you feel what I'm saying? After I was there for so long, I ended up getting invited by the organizers. Was with the organizers, and then the organizers gave me their mission statement, and on that mission statement, it showed me that there was a socialist group. The people that ran and organized the entire protest was a socialist group. They support socialism. You feel me? You feel me? So which ties the whole communist thing together, and which is the reason and makes complete sense why Black Lives Matter has all of these different donations and all of this different kind of stuff, and none of them donations goes to nothing that is supposedly supposed to. It goes straight to Democratic politicians that don't do nothing but spend it on their campaign. You feel me? Which makes complete sense. It's all intertwined. It all makes sense, bro. And if you just use your brain to put the pieces together, to put the puzzle together, you know what side you should be on. Now they have done all of this negative shit, right? Now let's talk about the reason why propaganda, or the reason why you able to say fake news, is because of Barack. I know we don't, hold on. My lips getting a little chapped. And I know we all got love for Barack. We all fuck with Barack. You feel me? Everybody was hyped when we had our first black president. Who wasn't? Who wouldn't be hype about that? But I'm finna tell y'all right now, that nigga don't represent me. And he shouldn't represent y'all either, because he's a tyrant himself. He's a complete tyrant. The nigga falsified all of this shit with Saddam Hussein. And then because he falsified it, Iran was on his helmet like, nigga, you lying to your people about what you did. So either you come up, either you tell the truth, or nigga pay us two point something billions of dollars. And what he do? Use your tax money, 2 point something billions of dollars, sent it to Iran to keep his secret safe with them. Your tax money. This wasn't Trump. This is Barack. Not only did he do that, he came up. I forget what the bill was called, but I just read it. And basically, the nigga came up with a bill to where it's supposed to stop fake news, but he used it to say if enough people come up. Basically, what it says is if enough people decides to go against this subject, it can constitute as being fake news, or it can constitute as being wrong. So basically, if a mob of niggas come together, right? If it's a mob of motherfuckers that feel like this is right, automatically what's over here gets put as being wrong, which is how there's a such thing as fake news, because deep state, which owns pretty much all of the media over here, which owns pretty much all the media in general, are able to say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and that's false because of Barack Obama's bill. So they can push any type of narrative that they want to because of Barack Obama. Corruption in its finest. To set the nigga lined our entire country up. Lined us up. Not only did he line us up with that, not only did he send billions and billions of dollars over to Iran using our tax money, the nigga, what else did this nigga do? I can't even think what that nigga did. But besides, I can't even think, bro. And it's huge. It's huge. I just had a brain fart. But regardless. Oh. Yeah, now I remember. The Affordable Health Care Act. Or the Affordable Care Act. AFA or Obamacare, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Not only did he changed it to where the government was able to come together against whoever the fuck they wanted to say this is wrong, that's wrong, and that's wrong, which is basically censoring, which is stopping free speech, and which is creating what's known as an authoritarian government. Not only that, right? The nigga Affordable Care Act. And his Affordable Care Act is nothing but setting up tyranny against us to make for a money scheme on healthcare. Facts. I guarantee none of y'all niggas have ever read the Affordable Care Act. I guarantee none of y'all ever read it. You never took your time out to read what the hell this nigga was trying to do. You just heard the name, Affordable Care Act, same with Black Lives Matter. You feel what I'm saying? You just heard the name. You're like, oh, this nigga trying to do something good, yada, yada, yada. Even though don't nobody fuck with it. Nobody fuck with it because it costs too much. And it costs too much because of what the fuck this nigga said in his plan. The nigga, that's basically just a business scheme to use healthcare against the people whenever you get into a fucked up situation and have to depend on the government in order for you to be able to get this type of payment or be able to get care be able to get taken care of for surgeries or something like that you might need. And how it's like that is because off bills in the first page of the Affordable Care Act, it say there's no limit to how much they can charge you annually or yearly. You feel what I'm saying? I keep getting hit up from my job. These niggas is irritating. I don't get no time off. But yeah. So nigga, he used the Affordable Care Act by saying and in the first page the nigga say, nigga, you can't no matter what, we can charge you whatever we want to for healthcare. There is no limit for how much we can charge you. There's no cap space. There's no, not only that, and it shit don't change for severity. They can, and based off of that first page, it tell you, doesn't matter how severe these different things are, you have to pay whatever the fuck they say. You have to pay whatever the hell the government wants you to pay, which is universal government healthcare, which sets everything up to authoritarianism. Yes. This is Barack Obama. This is the same nigga we all fuck with, right? This is the same nigga everybody love. He's a tyrant behind the scenes, and y'all niggas don't know this. You don't know that. You don't know he a tyrant. Now let's get on to which is why he has all the love from Hollywood. You feel me? Now let's get on to Joe Biden. Not only is Joe Biden a racist, because I'm about to just tie all of this in to what everybody need to know and what side you need to choose, right? And this is just me to just give y'all facts. I'm just bringing y'all nothing but facts. I'm not here to bring y'all my opinion, because obviously I was out there as a Black Lives Matter protester too. I was out there and I had to realize the truth myself. You had to drop your pride, bro. You gotta drop your pride. I was out there screaming, fuck Trump, nigga. You gotta drop that pride. But anyway, the nigga, we gonna get into Joe Biden, right? Because not only is he probably the most tyrannical motherfucker next to Hillary Clinton in the Democratic Party, he's the most openly racist motherfucker and have been since the beginning of time, and don't nobody give a fuck about it. Nobody. The nigga Joe Biden has said numerous racist stuff that's off the fucking wall that any black nigga would have heard that in person, probably would have offed him. The nigga say Haiti, he said Haiti was down because black people was over there. He was like, if Haiti rose 200 feet or fell 200 feet, it wouldn't matter, and Haiti is down or Haiti is financially bad because black people was over there. The nigga said that. The nigga called us super predators and said he wanted segregation in the busing because he didn't want his kids riding with super predators, aka black people. He was the one that was pro-slavery. I mean, that was pro-segregation. He was the nigga that was pro-against, that was basically said Obama was the first mainstream black dude that know how to hold himself to a certain manner. You feel me? He the one that said that. He the one that said nigger on public TV in front of numerous politicians in a court. You feel me? That's Joe Biden. And not only that, we have to conclude and we have to understand psychology and we have to understand patterns, right? We have to understand patterns. So the pattern right now is basically looking at other countries. So you got the Communistic Party in China. You have Venezuela. You got Germany. You got Soviet Union. You have, I can't think of that right now, but you have all of these countries that have been taken down in this exact same manner as what happened with Germany back with Hitler, in this exact same manner, right? That's the pattern. The pattern is the mainstream media, which Malcolm X did say, mainstream media has control of perception because they have control of how you feel about something. Not only that, these niggas is using that to their advantage, right? So what they did was they used the media to make us, to point our finger at this nigga, when in reality it's them behind us, right? It's these motherfuckers that's telling us to point fingers. Have you ever seen a movie when the nigga, then the police walk up on the two niggas? Or I can't even think of the movie, but the police walk up on the two niggas, and then the two niggas is standing right there, and they ask, and the police asks, hey, who did this crime? And then a nigga point like, oh, it was him. And then they look over there, and then he took off running. That's what's happening right now. These niggas is pointing fingers at them, using the media so they can establish themselves to be full control of the government, thus instituting communism. And it's up to us as the people to stop this. You feel me? And what we have to realize is not only do not everybody understand this knowledge or understand this reality of the world, and when you don't realize or understand this reality of the world, it technically makes you out and makes you on their side, because you're going to do anything to defend what the hell they saying is right. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to do anything to defend it, thus making you an enemy to us, who is not trying to do nothing but save you. So that's one pattern, is the fact that they use the media to make us feel like this nigga is bad, so they can come institute themselves into the government to institute their communistic government. Not only that, we have to understand the reason on why Joe Biden would do this in the first place, right? You have to now this is where I say you have to understand psychology in a person's mental state. Because if you look at Joe Biden's entire background of being a politician, you notice that the nigga was always getting ragged on. He was always getting ragged on because he was a plagiarist. He used to go snag public presidents that's like known. He used to snag, I can't even think of the president's name, because I can't remember this video off bat, but he used to snag other presidents' speeches and use some of their quotes as his own, like nobody ever seen his presidential speech before. You feel me? He lied about how great he was in school. He was, you know what I'm saying? He used to say he was number one in his shit, and he was really like bottom of the class. This is facts. Not only that, back in the days, and now we have to think about like let me give you an example of the Joker, right? The Joker went through so much traumatical shit in his life, which turned him into the Joker, because he went through so much bad shit. You feel me? It almost make you understand, like, damn, I see why you tweaking out, nigga, right? Now understand this from a Joe Biden standpoint. The nigga Joe Biden has been getting ragged on his entire career as a politician, as being stupid, as being somebody that don't nobody respect, as being a racist motherfucker, as being bottom of the barrel, as being a politician, as being all of these different things, right? He's always been in the public eye, ragged on. So now let me bring this to you on how we have to understand what communist motherfuckers do. They stop free speech, aka like what they do in China. You can't speak out on a government official or bitch, you going to jail, nigga. Would that not make sense for Joe Biden to do that after being basically ragged on his entire career as a politician? Why wouldn't he want to do some communist shit like that? Understand me here. Like, get what I mean here. You have to understand a psychological, what'll push a motherfucker to a psychological point that Joe Biden is at right now, to be able to do some demonic ass shit like he's been doing with these motherfuckers, trafficking kids, doing all of that weird shit from Haiti, all of this different kind of stuff that I'm not even finna get into right now. What I'm finna get into is Joe Biden. The nigga Joe Biden psychologically is demonic. Why is he psychologically demonic? Because of all of the shit that's been happening in his entire career. Motherfuckers horn him, motherfuckers talking bad on him, motherfuckers don't respect him as a politician. So yeah, he a tyrant. He's a tyrant. And it makes complete sense. Why wouldn't you want to stop free speech? Why wouldn't you want to stop a motherfucker from talking bad about you when motherfuckers been talking bad about you your entire career? Huh? We have to understand these things, bro. It makes complete sense. It makes complete sense on why this nigga will want to do some bad shit like that. Fuck, you know, that nigga like, man, fuck this place, nigga. I don't like black people. All y'all niggas can rock. And, nigga, all of you motherfuckers that's talking bad about me, nigga, watch this. That's how that nigga moving. That's how that nigga is moving. And that's what makes me understand the psychological point in his mind state, right? So, now let's get into Trump. Let's get into Trump, because I just gave y'all not only historical, but factual things that are happening right now with the Democratic Party / deep state / Illuminati, which is the dark magic specialists, which is people that have been doing nothing but tyranny to black people since the beginning of time, people that are real oppressors. These are the oppressors of the world. These are who we should hate, my man. These are the people we should hate. These are the people we shouldn't fuck with. You feel me? These are the people that we need to be getting ready to get busy with. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You feel me? Even though I don't feel like we don't even have to take it to that point. And it's because it's two different routes that we should have to go towards, and I'm gonna tell you which ones as well. So you got Trump's side, right? Trump's side, he's talking about the deep state. He's talking about draining the swamp. He's talking about America first. He's talking about all of these different things that we need, that, you know what I'm saying, that these motherfuckers that own all of the media can paint him to look just so bad. Everybody can paint him to look so bad. Mind you, remember what I said, Malcolm X said, the media can control your mindset. The media can control how you feel about something, and they control perception. That's just a fact. Malcolm X said this to you, right? And now you have Trump, right? Who has his entire campaign is built off of draining the swamp and getting rid of corruption in the government. That's his entire movement. And now he's talking about this presidential election. And this presidential election is going to be one that's stapled in history. Not only is it going to be stapled in history, because it's two routes that's going to happen, right? It's either Trump loses, and I know he's going to win. It's either Trump loses, and then we go into a communistic type government, or he wins, and then we're free. We're free to do whatever the hell we want to. And this is why I know and understand this to be happening, is because I had two premonitions. One, I had about 2, 3, 4 years ago. I had this no, more than that, like 7, 8 years ago. You feel me? And I told my mama about this dream, and this dream was basically the world ending. The world ended, and when the world ended, you feel me? It was like this. It was just like an alien, basically, that was running around this bitch, zapping niggas, zap, 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 zap. And it was me and this girl that was the last people on the planet. And then when we ended up, and then finally we came outside. Like, what is we running for? Finally came outside and got our dumb asses zapped. And then when we got zapped, we woke up in a whole new reality. My mama was in there cooking food, kids was outside playing, and you just felt peace and prosperity after when I woke up. When I woke up in this new reality during my dream. I'm still asleep. But that's exactly what happened in my dream. We got our dumb asses zapped. I woke up in a new reality of positivity and love, right? Let me tell you the most recent one I had, which is the one that happened, like, I would say, like, last year. You feel me? And basically it was a dream of us in a concentration camp. It was me and like 6, 7 people that I went to school with. Mind you, these are people that I was in the same class with. That was inside of this concentration camp with me. And what it was like different stations, right? It would be station. I was in one station doing work, and then when a motherfucker around the corner, he'd blow the whistle. He blow his whistle. We had to transition to different stations. I had to go to the next station. The other person had to go to the next one, and there on, so forth and so forth, right? So we just in there doing working, and then me having a rebel spirit, I never was in there really doing work. I was in there talking to people, acting an ass. You feel what I'm saying? Minding my bit, trying to mind my business. And then what happened was I ended up getting jumped. By I would say some people from my school. I ended up getting jumped. And then these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, it was just basically using us to keep fueling a concentration camp. These are the two dreams I had that I conclude as being premonitions to what's about to happen in this next month, which is either or. Because regardless of anything, at the end of this month, it's finna get crazy. It's either we go this route and we understand the knowledge. We understand knowledge and what knowledge does for us, and helps us understand society, so we can know the right side is Trump's side. You stand with him, and if we get enough people to stand with him, then these tyrannical, demonic ass billionaires and Antifa and deep state, they can all get drained out, and then we live in an unoppressed, prosperity and loved world, right? or it's the other direction where we go into a communist country, no one's happy, and everybody's in concentration camps. You feel what I'm saying? It's just two routes. These are just the two these are the two premonitions I have had. It's two different routes we can go here. You feel what I'm saying? I know motherfuckers is talking about, you feel me, the great shift and all of this, that, and the third, but I feel like the great shift is based off of either Trump or Joe Biden. Evil, and who is the epitome of evil, along with Nancy Pelosi and our fucking governor, fucking Whitmer, fucking Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, or you got Trump, who actually trying to fight for us. You feel me? We could, if we all as a unit come together on this side, whether you want to believe that this is true or that this is right or not, does not tell you if it's gonna happen or not, motherfucker. It's gonna happen regardless. It's going to happen. What I just want to say is we can get away from the bullshit if everybody understood that the right side is Trump. The right side is over here. Not saying that he represents me, mind you. Like I say, nigga, we after all of this shit happened, we still need to get together and get our own shit. Let's not get it fucked up. But right now, the problem at hand right now is it's either this side or that side. Red pill or blue pill, nigga. Which one you gonna take? Is when Trump sit up here and finally win this election, and Antifa and all of them go crazy and start burning shit down, is you gonna be out there with them niggas and be on the wrong side of history because you're uneducated with what's going on in society? So these niggas is using you like an emotional puppet to get their agenda off? Or is you gonna be over here and understand how the media, how society works, and be on the right side of history so you can be a part of what I would call the new earth or the new age or the new, you know what I'm saying, a new way of living, prosperity, life, and love? Which way is you gonna go? Which way is you gonna go? I brought you the knowledge. I brought you the knowledge. I brought you what you needed to know. I brought you here. I'm telling you, I told you all facts. Nothing I told you was opinionated. Nothing I told you was me trying to. No, these is all facts. The fact of the matter is, one side is good, one side is bad. You get to choose which side you're gonna be on. Are you gonna be on the right side, or are you gonna be on the bad side? Are you gonna be the emotional puppet that's used to tear shit down because they know you uneducated on this manner and on this subject? Or are you gonna be the smart motherfucker that understand how society work and how it has been working, and that not only is this nigga trying to drain the swamp, the nigga is doing it right now. Nigga, Mark Zuckerberg is getting his ass is getting investigated right fucking now. Mark Zuckerberg, nigga, Facebook, nigga, for censoring people and for having something called Centra where he can track all of your life, where you go, who you interact with. The nigga is keeping up with that shit. Yes, Central. And he is getting investigated for that shit right now via Trump. Because of Trump, nigga. He's trying to get rid of the tyrants in the world. These billionaire, tyrannical motherfuckers. Racist motherfuckers that has an agenda. Yes, agendas exist, nigga. Believe it or not, nigga, they do. It's a fact. Everything we love, Facebook, nigga, Twitter. These niggas are getting investigated right now for censoring motherfuckers and being able to do shit like Centra, have things like Centra. Look up what Centra is. Look up what Centra is and look up the case. You can see the nigga asking Mark Zuckerberg these questions and how he moving about it. So what side of history is you gonna be on? The side that knows life and understands society, and you can actually see the facts that not only did these niggas cheat with this election. You see how they use us black people as pawns to be able to get their agenda off. They use us to do shit like give a motherfucker, steal a flash drive and give it to another motherfucker. They use us to hide fucking ballots under tables and do all of this crazy ass shit to get their agenda off, not knowing that, thinking that they doing something good when really they doing something bad because they're manipulated. Yes, that's how they use us, bro. They use us as pawns to get their agenda off. That's all. So yes, if you can see all of this evidence, you can see how these niggas is cheating with the election. You can see, the nigga Mark Zuckerberg getting questioned about his tyrannical thing that he have on his shit, right? And all of this shit is about to come out. All of this child trafficking shit, all of this shit is about to come out. And these niggas and all of these tyrannical motherfuckers, deep state and all of this shit is finna go to jail. We can finally have a unoppressed country. I mean, mind you, it's gonna always be racist niggas alive, always, but the oppression that has been happening in society has came from the Democratic Party / Illuminati / deep state. Black magic using specialist ass motherfuckers. The deep state, Illuminati. And it's up to us as the people to stand for the right shit, bro. 100. It's up to us to stand for the right shit. The right shit. And educate it. And be educated on this subject so we can know what the right shit is. Because if you support the Democratic Party, you're not educated. You're not. I don't care what you say. You're not educated on this point. You're not. Because if you was, you will understand the truth on how all of these things work. You will understand this stuff. But you don't. And because you don't, it's niggas like me that's finna come and tell you, nigga. I come tell you, and then you can either drop your pride and do this research for yourself so you can know so you can understand you on the right side of history, and I'm not telling you no bullshit just to tell you. Or nigga, you can fall with these niggas. Pick your poison. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And that's what I feel like I had to touch on today. Because like I said, I had two premonitions. And it's just two ways this place is going to go. It's going to go up in flames because so many people feel so strongly about something that they have absolutely no clue about. Have no clue. You don't have any clue that these niggas are the demonic motherfuckers using you as a tool for your emotional stance, because you sick and tired of that bullshit that they have been doing, but they point the finger making it seem like it's him when this nigga is the nigga that's trying to help you and save you. So what side is you on? What side is y'all niggas on, bro? That's gonna be the judgment and understanding of what real life is. Whose side are you on? You feel me? Mind you, we got our own battles that we gotta take up with Trump after this election. You feel me? We ride with him right now. We ride for this nigga right now so he can take away all of these demonic bitches that's doing all of this black magic, oppressive bullshit in society. You feel me? He get rid of these niggas, and then after that we can use our third world. We can go at our third world issues. Because right now, nigga, our issues are third world. We don't have problems that other motherfuckers in Africa have. We don't have these problems. But, nigga, we can take those up with him. Talk about reparations, talk about all of this kind of stuff. But right now, we gotta ride with this nigga because he's trying to get rid of the real enemy, nigga. He's trying to. And yes, we have to ride for him, and we have to. And if enough people come over here and y'all just let Antifa do all of the bullshit, then that nigga can send the military out, get them niggas gone for being for being idiots, and then we got the new reality. We have the new world. We have the new prosperous reality of love. Everybody doing good. Everybody making money. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? That type shit. It's all about whose side you choose. You gonna let these niggas force you to go to war? Because this is what you have to understand. Is this a third party interacted in this? It's not just Democratic and Republican. It's deep state Illuminati. These niggas is up here, right? And you have Democrat Illuminati. These niggas up here is tied with these niggas over here. And then you have the Republican side. These niggas is puppetrying right now. I'm about to force the narrative to be over here so I can get people on my side. And then people gonna wake up, which is gonna automatically be on his side. And then whoever win is gonna end up having a civil war. And then niggas die, and there's gonna be a bunch of blood in the street, right? These niggas up here playing puppeteer. And so, if they're not able to sit here and do that, because mind you, these people believe that order comes from chaos. So they create chaos, and then they can bring order in as of like they're the saviors, when really these is the niggas that's started everything behind the scenes to create what is known as the New World Order. So what we have to do is understand that this is the right side. Not let them use this entire situation as puppetry. We all align over here so we can defeat and get rid of the Illuminati, deep state, all of that shit, and prosper and win. Or, you feel me, the Civil War happened, the Democrats motherfuckers is going against Republicans, niggas killing each other, then this whole shit is fucked. You feel what I'm saying? So what we have to understand is the truth on this world, the reality of this world, and being with the right side. So you can know, and so you can prosper and be inside of the right, and be on the right earth, the right side of earth, the right plane. You feel me? And I'm here to rock with y'all. I'm here to ride. Nigga, I'm riding with my people, nigga. Yes, nigga, if we gotta go out guns blazing, bitch, we going out guns blazing. I'm with you. I'm not trying to be like these other niggas, these celebrities that's probably just gonna be in a mansion, not doing shit, nigga. I'm trying to ride with the people. I'm gonna keep it 100. I wanna earn y'all respect, bro. I'm trying to ride with y'all, but I just need y'all to understand what's right and what's wrong. And right now, the wrong side is the oppressors. And a lot of you Democrat supporting motherfuckers are on the side of the oppressors, bro. Whether you want to admit it or not, whether you want to be real with yourself or not, or whether you feel offended because I said you uneducated in the situation. Regardless, nigga, you on the wrong side. Regardless. And this shit is about to go up. And it's either you choose to be on the right side, so you can be on the right side of history and prosper, or, you feel me? You allow a communist motherfucker to run the government and take us down and put us in concentration camps. Now, mind you, I see the positive thing happening. I see prosperity happening. I see the new world happening. I see, you feel me, new tech. I see good tech coming out. I see all kinds of stuff happening in the near future. But we have to get past this though. We got to get past this part right here. Because regardless, nigga, it's a new age. The new age is either bad, this nigga over here, Joe Biden, or it's good, Trump. Wash away all of these demonic motherfuckers, or let the demonic motherfuckers wash us away and do whatever the fuck they want because they run this bitch. It's all up to y'all. It's all up to who y'all want to support. Mind you, like I said, I brought y'all facts. I brought y'all my premonitions, and I brought y'all, you feel me, the real shit. So it's like you decide, bro. You decide what you want to do. And with that being said, this is my first vlog, by the way. So I'm about to start vlogging. I'm giving y'all my opinion on a lot of shit. You heard? So, yeah. Whose side is y'all on, man? And regardless of that, though, I love y'all, bro. Peace to the family. And I love my people, bro. We got to be on the right side of history, though, so we can finally come together and prosper the right fucking way. You feel me? The right way. We can prosper. We can, and I see the route there, and I'm gonna help us get there. And I have plans myself. Watch. I'm not finna speak on nothing, cause you feel me. You don't talk, you just do. I had to learn that for myself, but I have plans. So you feel me? We just choose what side you on. And with that being said, I love y'all, man. Let's get this shit together.